All right, everybody, welcome back. Glad to be here with you. Hope everybody's doing all right today. And I've got Brandon with us on the stream here as well. Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing fantastic this afternoon.
Awesome. All right, let's see here. Oh, hell, if I go to the right window here. Here we go. So we're landing at runway 25, just like we did before.
Awesome.
All right, we'll execute. That's done. Go to our leg page. Grab our weather. That's usually the first thing I do when I go to my leg page. I'll grab the weather and then I'll focus on the other stuff once I get the weather loaded in.
That makes sense. That's what I would do too.
It looks like we got spotted rain here in here at JFK today.
Yeah, that forecast. Yeah, it's not looking good for JFK because you got light showers, and it's gonna get worse as the afternoon and evening progress. It's gonna have mist as well, so not looking good.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get out of here now before I don't want to wait too long and it start raining even heavier. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind the sprinkles and stuff. That's not a big deal. But
It's a heavy rain.
yeah. Come on. Give me the weather. Sometimes it takes a minute for this thing to... I will say it's very accurate. The weather app we use now is very, very accurate. The real... I'm trying to think the full name of this weather app. It's...
Real world weather. I think it's either real... I think it's...
FS Real...
I think it's called Real Time. Oh, yeah.
FS Real...
FS Real Weather?
Yeah, I think so. And why are you not loading my weather?
That's a good question.
All right. What did I say the climb was going to be? 33,000?
Yeah.
I think. Let me. Yeah, 33,000. All right, so there, that. Here's our speed.
By the way, for those of you who have Echoes and you do simming, I definitely recommend getting or enabling the airport weather skill. It's really, really handy.
Oh, 114. Hold on. try it now and see what it does. Come on. I'm hitting requests and it's just not, for some reason. What are you doing?
That's not good.
Alright. Well. Alright, let's go back to Alright, let's check fuel. $46,100. Okay. Okay.
What was the deal?
Alright, we're going to go to...
We're ready to go. Looks like we picked a good day to fly.
4, 7... No. There we go. The perf init page needed to be adjusted.
Oh.
So now let's try to load the weather. I bet we'll get it.
I bet it'll load this time. Well, there's one thing to always check, your perf edit page. Beautiful. Beautiful weather. Nice.
No descent path after Urker. I'll have to look at that. Aha! There we go. Load weather. Execute. Now let's look on the leg page. It's saying no descent path after Urker.
I wonder if it may be a route discount or a vector.
Could be. Let's look. Aha, there's one there. Now I'm looking for. There's Urker. Okay. Urker is at 16,000. What's after that? Then it's going to go to 12,000. 9,000. Got no root discontinuity. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so alright, we've got our leg page done, but I need to go. Need to deal with this fuel thing. It's acting still saying not enough fuel.
Oh boy.
But I know there is, so we'll go back to fuel.
So I might not put it in right.
Come on. Alright, gotta go now to the init rev page to verify takeoff speeds. Alright, go here. Alright. Init ref. And one limit.
Okay.
Takeoff. 5 degrees, 158. For V1, 158. VR is 1. Well, let's fix that. $161 for VR. 168 for V2. Alright, we are good. So, alright folks, so here's the plan on takeoff. We're going to take off from runway 4 left. We're going to climb to 5,000. And then from that point, we will continue our climb up to flight level 330. If something goes wrong, I will bring the speed back down to 200. We'll initiate a go around, come back, and land at JFK. That is the backup plan. I've got the landing for JFK set under Route 2. Remember how I told you the CDU has 2 route pages? So I set the second page for my what if happens. You know, what do you do? That way,
Good idea.
If we have a problem, just go to Route 2, initiate the first waypoint there. That will guide us back to the runway. And then we can land. So, and really, if you watch pilots, they always have a plan on takeoff. Always have a backup plan. Alright, so it looks like everything is set there. Stand by 1 second, please.
All right.
talk to these guys for a minute. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So yeah, as he's getting ready to take off, I'm going to be starting my flying soon. Thank goodness. It's been over a year, and I'm ready to get back in the cockpit, folks. So it'll be exciting. And I'm glad I'm not flying out of JFK right now because of the bad rain. So it's beautiful here in Texas, though. Anyone who wanted to ever fly out of anywhere here in Texas, it's nice and calm and sunny. Temperatures are in the 80s. Matter of fact, I just checked here about 10 minutes ago. It's 86. And we got clear skies. It's beautiful. It's beautiful over in Florida, too. So that is what's going on, folks.
All right, sorry about that, folks. When you got...
No, you're good.
All right. So I believe we're ready to go ahead and do our pre-flight. So we'll do that now. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Pre-flight checklist. Here we go.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested.
Oxygen
Navigation,
is
transfer,
tested.
display
Navigation,
switches.
transfer,
Normal
display
and auto.
switches.
Window heat.
Normal and
On.
auto.
Pressurization
Window
mode
heat
selector.
is on. Pressurization
Auto.
mode
Flight
selector is on
instruments.
auto.
Heading set. Altitude set.
Flight
Parking
instruments.
brake.
Heading is set.
Set. Fuel
Altitude
control
set.
switches.
Parking brake is set.
Cut off. Checklist complete.
Fuel control switches are cut off. Checklist is complete. We'll shut the door. Door 1 is closed. Now it will
Awesome.
initiate the before start flow. I was thinking about it. I wouldn't want to fly without having a first op or a co-pilot, because
That's
in
suicidal.
in
you would,
real life
you would never fly.
you would never fly a jet like
without
this
a
without a
co-pilot.
co-pilot.
No, you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would never want to do that. That would be ridiculous.
APU low oil pressure light is off. I was worried about that for a minute. Wasn't going up, but we're good.
Oh. Thank goodness it's not on.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought you were about to say APU low oil pressure light is on. I was like, uh-oh.
I've had that happen, but I just had to go in and repair the jet. But
Yeah.
all right. Ground power no longer available.
Which means if you're in a spacecraft, you're on internal power.
Now we're activating all the fuel pumps. APU has been activated. You want to talk about getting hot real quick, and that's whenever the APU is broke. And they got to bring out a...
Oh, yeah.
This is to inform you that
Oh,
the
yeah.
aircraft door is closed and we will be
Boy, I
ready
got
for
a story
departure.
about that.
In order for us to push back, we would require that all passengers
I've been in that situation in real
with
life.
their seatbelts
Share that with us,
fastened and
Brandon.
seats in the upright position.
So,
All carry-on
Middle of
luggage
summer,
should now be either
about
in the
June,
overhead compartment
about
or
toward the end of
seat in
June.
front of you. The cabin crew
So
will
I
be
went on a
passing
trip
make
to
their
Erie,
final safety
Pennsylvania,
checks
and
before
I was,
departure. Thank you.
going okay. Flew from Austin over to Chicago. Made it to Chicago okay. Well, go to get on the smaller regional jet to go into Erie International. The first thing I hear from the flight attendant is,
Before
well,
start checklist.
Sorry, folks.
Flight deck door.
We don't have any ground power because
Closed
our
and
APU
locked.
isn't
Fuel
working right. It's
5
not
1
starting,
0
so
0
we're gonna
0
have to
pound.
come
Check.
out with an air
Passenger
start
sign. On MCP.
And it got so
D2,
hot on that plane
6,
that literally
7
they had
heading
to pass
4
us out
4
bottles of water.
altitude 3
That's
3
how hot
0
it was.
0 0 takeoff speed.
And it was
B1
miserable until we
1
got the engine
5
started.
8 VR 1 6
And up
1
in the air.
B2
It was
1 6
bad.
8.
I hope they
Set.
never
You
go
figure,
through
you
that
know,
again.
you're
Completed. Rudder and aileron trim.
it's like being inside of a
3
pop
and
can,
0.
really.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Oh yeah.
Completed. Anti-collision light.
I
On.
mean, you're in a
Checklist
big piece of
complete.
metal.
Yep. And when you
I
got the
remember-
sun beating down on that, man.
All right, before start checklist is complete. So we're going to initiate ground crew from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Ready for pushback.
Steering pin inserted. Release brakes. Starting push.
Nose left.
Cleared to start engines. Nose left.
Start engines.
Starting engine 2.
Okay, so I remember being in the air, and you want to talk about a loud noise. Sometimes the planes, I forget what it's called, but it's got to do with the static electricity that goes over the plane. And sometimes it'll make a pop noise, and it's loud.
Ooh. Whoa.
Yeah, it makes like a loud pow! And you think something hit, but it's not. It's where the plane is, the static electricity is being reflected off of the, it's got to do with the
plane.
air and the static electricity. I forget what it's exactly called, but I remember the pilot coming on.
Yeah.
He was laughing when he came over the speakers. He said, "No worry, folks."
Engine 2 cut
He
out.
explained what it was. So
You know, if
we're
we're
now
gonna
doing our
tell-
pushback. Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
Starting engine 1.
If we're gonna tell stories about aircraft and incidents, why don't you tell your story about the aircraft experience you had on one of those smaller jets coming into Louisville?
Let me tell you something. You want to
God, I
talk
never had
about
this experience?
putting a fear of God in you. I'm sitting in my seat, and you know it was good. Everything was good. You know, it's a comfortable flight. Well, I don't like the seats on the Bombardiers. I think they're
No, I don't either. They're
Crampy.
too small.
But anyway,
Stopping pushback.
Parking brake on.
Set parking brake.
Engine 1 cut out. Parking brake on.
Steering pin removed. Cleared to taxi. Have a great flight.
all right. Sorry, my parking brake kept kicking off on me. So anyway,
All engines stable.
I start to smell something, and I'm like, and it smelled like wires burning, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
boy. And then I heard someone say, we got smoke.
Oh,
And I thought,
no.
oh my God. And luckily, we was coming into Louisville already, and we had started a descent. But
descent. Yeah.
once they realized that we had something going on, that pilot instantly dropped that plane like a bag of bricks, buddy, and got us on the run. I mean, we got at the very edge of the runway in Louisville, and that's way out there. That's almost 2 miles out from the gates.
Yeah.
Okay? And he got us landed, got everybody off, and what it was a cool pack had overheated. But you're talking about scary, folks. That was
You
scary.
guys will never guess where that plane originated, and we actually have a nickname for that airport because of it, because there's been several incidents like that.
Go ahead and tell them.
So it originated, we call it Shortcut Charlotte, but it's Charlotte,
Yeah.
South Carolina. But we call it Shortcut Charlotte because there's been several incidents like that with aircraft originating from that airport.
They didn't evidently check the cool packs because that's supposed to be checked over every time that plane's on the ground. Every single time.
Now, did you get to talk to the pilot after y'all had gotten on the ground and stopped and everything? I'm guessing not.
Not really. He was so busy. But we stood out there on the runway for over 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Waiting for a bus.
So how did you find out it was a cool pack that overheated? Did he actually make an announcement and say, well, we found out what the problem was? Or did you find out later from somebody else?
I talked to the co-pilot.
Oh, man.
And yeah, he said it was the cool pack. You know, like you said, if the cool pack had just stopped working, but not been overheating or making a smell, you can fly without either one of the cool packs. That's for the air conditioner.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and
they would have just had. They would have had to just. They would have had to just introduce natural air from the outside into the inside of the plane, which they can do. But you smell smoke, you got to land. That's just the way it is. All right, so we
have those.
Yeah. All right, so we got to do a taxi checklist here, folks. All right, taxi checklist.
Generators on. Proheat on.
Generators on. Proheat's on. Anti-ice is set. Isolation valves are on auto.
Continuous.
Engine start switches are on continuous.
RTO.
Auto brakes, RTO. And flight control, we're going to go
full
yoke left, full left,
full
yoke right, full right, yoke back, full back, yoke forward,
full forward,
full forward.
Checked. Ground equipment cleared. Checklist complete.
Alright, so we're good there. Now we can do our reposition. Now to do that, I need to load FS Tramp real quick. I'm not even going to load a flight plan. I don't need to do that.
No.
All right, so we'll go up. So we'll go up to the top. Find. Tab to the find box here. Type in KJFK. Hit enter. Runway 13R. Runway 31, 04 left. That's where we're going. Come on. Hold on, folks. NVDA is being...
Of course it is.
Ridiculous. Come on, what are you doing? Stand by.
Of course NVDA is going to act ridiculous. You gotta love it.
Let's see here. What is it doing? Alright, hold on, folks. I had to kill FS Tramp and reload it because it's been ridiculous. Alright. Find KJFK, enter. Alright, it's being skip to here. Let's see if I can get the cursor on it. Why does he gotta be silly for?
Who knows?
Skip to here. Here we go. There we go. Now it's skipping. NVDA just wasn't reading the menu very well.
Of course it
does
wasn't.
that sometimes. So we're skipping to the runway. Normally, if we was on that sim, I'd have been, requesting a reposition. Unless, I had ATC and I had comments, they could read it, they would know. Come on, baby. Waiting on you. Here we go. There we go. Now we're at the runway. It says taxiway, but we're at the runway. We're probably right at the holding point. I would guess. Alright, so now we're on Form 1. Oh, stop. You know what? We need to, real quick. So I gotta load FS Airlines. We gotta have that. So we load FS Airlines.
Yeah, don't do what I did 3 times and then you turned around and did right after you saw me do it.
What is this thing talking about? Okay. Log in. Fly. Fuel up. Fly. There we go. Alright, we're good there. Oh, come on. I've got this program with NVDA where I can, you can hide windows, and
yeah,
that's usually what I do with these. Come on. NVDA is being so silly right now.
there's a lot of things I could say about NVDA, but I'm not going to.
Come on, NVDA. Today would be nice.
Sometime this century.
Restart it real quick. The NVDA, that is.
Good grief.
Alright, here we go. Alright. Form 1. Read the window, will you? I hate when it does this.
And of course it's going to do that. Again.
Yeah, it's being silly. Hold on. Alright, let's try it this way. I've not had it do this to me for a long time. Usually it doesn't act up. Let me move my mouse, see if I can do that. Okay, here we go. Yes, Form 1. You're on it. Now read it. It's NVDA doing this, guys, just so you know. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Before takeoff checklist.
Flap. Set. Stabilization trim.
Stabilization
Checklist
trim
complete.
is set.
Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
Parking brake off. Attitude mode enabled. Trim disabled, because I don't want to hear that every 5 feet. And here we go, folks. I'll tell you, we're going to be a little heavy on this flight because we are completely loaded. Cargo, passengers, and fuel.
Wow.
Come on. I know you're heavy.
Takeoff power. Thrust set.
Here we go.
Speed align. Checked.
$58
80 knots,
knots.
check.
80 knots check.
B1, rotate. B2, positive right, gear up. Landing gear up. 400 feet. B-nav, L-nav. B-nav on, L-nav on. Autopilot. Command A on.
Autopilot is on. Flaps all the way
Acceleration
in.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
After takeoff
After
checklist.
takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Pack. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flap. Up. No lights. Checklist complete.
And there we have it, folks. Nice, smooth
There you go.
takeoff. Had some turbulence I was fighting there a little bit, but we're good.
I figured that would happen because of the wind and the rain.
And I got up to about 8 on the pitch, and it wanted to go back down to like 6, and then I got up to 12, and it dropped down to 9, and then I brought it back up to about 10/11. But we're good. Everything looks
Awesome.
So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to climb up to flight level 330. Everything seems to be a go. We don't got to worry about coming back around and landing. That option is no longer available. Well, technically it's still there, but we don't need it.
You just passed the point of no return. Or negative return, I should say.
Alright. Climbing at 30-45 feet a minute. Currently just a little bit over, we're at 5,400. Well, almost 6,000 now, so 250 knots indicated. Staying right at 249/50 on speed. So we'll get up to cruise. We'll set our altitude once we get up there, and yeah,
Yep.
be on our way. So alright, so we'll be back here just in a little bit, you guys, and gonna do this flight. Let's see how long it says.
Well, I'd check it when you get to cruise. Because that's going to change.
Watch the airspeed.
Well, yeah, it's not going to give us. Once we get up to, yeah, let's get up to cruise first, and then we'll. Should be about 5 hours.
I'd say about 5.5 hours.
Now, granted, when I was in the, well, I didn't go from
Passing
JFK
10,000 feet.
to where we're going now. I went from LTTP to
Yeah.
EGNT, and that was only 2 hours, but I was also in a much bigger jet.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, y'all should go back and watch that one, because that was a That was a beautiful landing. I mean, that was one to brag about there.
Yep, that was a beautiful landing.
I mean, we touched down and it was so smooth, like you didn't even hear the bounce. Matter of fact, the only thing you heard was when I kicked in the reverse thrust. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take those flights any day, my friend.
Who wouldn't? I mean, I'd rather take those than rough landing and bad weather flights.
All right, we were at
plenty of experience with
280 knots, climbing out at. Yeah, we're climbing at a lower rate for sure, but we are heavy.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, we're climbing out under 1,000 feet a minute. Well, that's because this waypoint here is 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're not climbing hard.
That's what I thought. Folks, I normally don't do this, but my lunch is waiting, so I am going to pop out of here and go eat it.
Let me get the cruise, Brandon, real quick, and then we'll both just we'll pause this.
All right.
We ain't got far to go.
All right. Hang out till you get to cruise. No problem.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do the same thing.
I figured you might.
What are you having for lunch today, Brandon?
I'm actually having a new it's macaroni and it's got some brisket in it. I've never tried it before, so we're gonna see how it tastes.
Macaroni with brisket?
Yeah, it's got some pieces of brisket in it, which is interesting. I've never had it that way.
I don't think I like brisket in my macaroni.
Yeah, well.
But you never know, you might like it.
It was something different. I saw it. I was like, hey, I'll try it once. If I don't like it, then I won't get it again.
I had a quarter pounder last night at McDonald's. I'm going to warm that up. I got about a half of a quarter pounder left in there.
Those
should be okay.
So
it's not,
good.
I mean, it's been in the fridge, so I wouldn't think that it should be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Those quarter pounders.
So, Brandon, are you going to, while we're climbing here, are you going to get the 737 as well, or are you just going straight to the 44?
I'm going to go straight to the 44 and then maybe get the 37 later. Because I like my overseas flights. I love doing those. Those are my favorites to do. And I just want to try a bigger jet first.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, now we should be, let me look over here. We should be climbing much quicker now. Because the next waypoint we're going to is flight level 330. Oh, yeah, we're picking up thrust now. 1775, 1798, 1857, 2434.
Oh, yeah.
We're hitting wind.
Oh, I bet, yeah. I figured that's what happened.
It's going back up to 2,000. Mm-hmm. Well, it's bouncing around between 1,600 and 2,000, but that's because of
Oh yeah, you got some wind going on and turbulence.
The wind and stuff is, it's kind of battering us around.
Yep.
So, at 18,000 feet,
Transition altitude.
it's basically telling us that we've got 7 hours and 42 minutes, which is not correct. It'll probably jump down to about 5.5 hours.
I'd say 5.5 at least.
I mean, it's not going to be far off from that 7 hours, but 'cause it says 7:40:11, 7 hours 40 minutes and 11 seconds. I think when we get to cruise, hopefully it'll be at 5 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Total fuel flow is 12,000 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, each engine's burning 60-12 into burn. So for 2 engines, that's over 12,000. So hopefully it's not, much more than 4 or 5 hours. Alright, we got 13,000 feet to go. We're getting there. I think the reason we're not going much higher than that because we don't really want to burn off no fuel. We got to use every drop we got.
Yeah.
We definitely got the wind against us there on some of that climb out. Yeah, see, we're at 21,000. It's still saying 7 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we might be on the 6 hour. I just hope the fuel. I was always told that the 739 could do about 3,000 miles. Well, I hope that's correct. I installed the auxiliary tanks. So, alright, not far to go. We're at 22,000. Yeah, I bet you're pretty excited for the flying. What I'll do.
I am.
Well, I'll just say this even on the recording, I don't care. I'll give you the track information as soon as that goes out.
Okay. I have a tracking app to track it, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I am excited about getting back in the cockpit again. It's been too long. Matter of fact, it's been over a year, so yep. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, the wind is playing a hard number on us right now.
I figured.
Let me go to the climb button and see if we can add some thrust to this puppy. Now you can also set it to max climb or max angle. And that's what we're going to do so we can get up to our... There we go. Oh yeah, climb up there, baby. Oh yeah, I got her climbing out at 2087 a minute now. Oh yeah. 3054 minutes. She's climbing good now.
Wow.
We're climbing at 3212 a minute, folks. I know about the descent path. We're fine. We're almost there, Brandon.
All right. Hey.
What's up?
Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Of course I do. Yeah? Oh, jeez. Not out here. I'm not going to get arrested. Thank y'all. Oh, jeez. All right. I didn't know that. No, day before. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
We're getting there.
Nope, that's all.
We're almost there, folks.
All right. Love you too. Bye-bye. Sorry, folks. I had to get some stuff I needed.
Come on, baby. Get up there.
Will it get up there?
We're getting there. We're at 28,000.
Whew. It's like that last few thousand feet is kind of a struggle. It's like, come on, get up there, get up there.
Yes. It's where it's so heavy. You know, I've got fully loaded on fuel, fully unloaded on cargo.
Yeah.
And I think we got 107 passengers.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's struggling.
She's doing a good job, though.
That's good. I remember when I would fly these free roll.
It's staying steady at 800 feet a minute. I expected it to be around 800, 900 feet a minute once we got this high.
Yeah.
I'm sure the passengers are loving the fact that I've got it really pitched out there. We're climbing with a pretty good angle there, but they'll be okay. We'll give them a shot of whiskey when we get to cruise altitude.
If they're allowed to serve whiskey, that is.
Well, while we're still in the United States, we'll give them some liquor.
Yeah.
By the time we get Time we get out of the U.S. and we'll hide the liquor.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could give them a good Cuban cigar.
Oh, they get one of them right on. As soon as they board, they already got one waiting at their seat. All right, we're at 29,000 folks. We've got 4,000 feet to go. We're almost there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we're climbing out at 646 feet a minute now.
Oh yeah.
So it's climbing, but it's doing it safely.
Better to be safe than sorry, I always say.
It took time to get the cruise, it will have taken a little over 4,000 pounds of fuel to get us at 33,000.
Wow. That's amazing.
Come on, baby, you got it.
Get up there.
We're almost to the flight level 30. Almost, come on. All right, we're 3,000 feet to go, my friends.
Nice.
We'll be at flight level 330 before you know it.
Yep.
I've actually been on them flights where it's taking a minute for the plane to get to cruise because of weather.
Oh, I bet.
I remember
it was,
coming back from Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing but turbulence all the way to Charlotte.
Oh, man.
All the way to Charlotte. Nothing but turbulence. I mean, it just felt like you was on a roller coaster. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. As a matter of fact, the turbulence was so bad, the pilot requested that even the flight attendants stay in their seat.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I've never been on a flight with that bad turbulence.
And I thought, when they request for the flight attendants to stay seated, you know that
it's bad.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're almost to 31,000. We'll be 2,000 feet to go, my friends.
I think the worst turbulence I've been on, as far as a flight goes, is when I would leave Erie, because you got Lake Erie right near the airport, and that wind and stuff is coming off the water, and yeah, it's kind of turbulent there, but other than that, I've never really experienced any sort of bad turbulence, thankfully.
31,000, 2,000 to go, my friends. 2,000 to go. It's taking a minute.
How about that quarter pounder is calling your name? John!
It's going to be calling something here in just a few minutes.
I'm sure.
I don't know. I'm picky about my macaroni. I don't think I'd like that macaroni with that meat in it. Oh.
I normally am too, but it was something different. I just saw it as like, I wonder if it's any good. I only bought one just in case I don't like it. So, we'll see.
Did they come back and get their tools?
No, that guy hasn't showed up yet. Matter of fact, my mom was asking me about that this morning. Actually need him to come back and do something to the bathroom because he didn't put a splash thing on behind the sink, so it's just sheetrock.
That ain't good if that gets wet.
That's what I said. I'm like, come on, man. Why would you do that?
Almost to 32,000 feet, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Climbing out at 636 now. It's that turbulence we're hitting that's making it harder to climb.
I don't doubt it.
Once we get the cruise, it'll level out and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I just hope about the fuel. I hope we got enough fuel.
I do too. I worry about that.
6:21 right now. 6 hours and 21 minutes. That really concerns me.
Yeah. I can see why.
Oh no, we'll be good. We're 6,000 pounds of fuel, a little over 6,000 an hour. So we got 47,000 pounds. We'll be good. We'll be good.
Oh, okay.
I think when we land, we'll probably have about 2,000 or 3,000 pounds left. All right, folks. The buzzer went off. We're almost to 33,000 feet in the air.
Well, and if you do land, it'll prove that a 739 extended range can make a transatlantic flight from JFK to Newcastle.
Yep, it's going to make it because I'm looking at the fuel burn and pounds per hour, 3807 engine 1, engine 2, 3807. But once we get to cruise, that'll go down a little bit.
Yeah.
So 3807 times 2 is 68. 9, 7, 1, 2, 3. A little over 7,000.
Yeah.
And 7 times 6 is 42,000, and we got 47,000. So
oh, yeah.
We're almost to flight level 330, my friends.
From the flight deck, this is your first officer. We've reached our cruising
Here we go. We're at our cruising altitude.
Pretty smooth,
so let's see what.
Flip off that seatbelt sign. However, if you do not need to get on
hold on, I'm gonna see real quick.
With that seatbelt fastened, as you all know, turbulence is unpredictable. It can occur at any moment. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and we'll talk to you when we get a little closer to our destination.
All right, let's see what it says here. N1 light is off. 213 feet a minute. Minus 7 feet. All right, we're at cruise. Let's check our burn now. 3560 per engine, so at 7,000 pounds on the hour. Distance is 6 hours and 9 minutes. So 7 times 6 is 42. And we got 46,000. We're going to have just enough, I do believe, to make our flight.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. He'll have just enough to get there and landed.
We'll have 4,000 pounds for our descent.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be plenty.
Yep.
So, folks, what we'll do is Brandon's going to go eat. I'm going to go eat. And, well, you guys won't miss none of the wait time because here in just a few seconds, being you're watching the video, we're going to be doing our descent.
Yep.
So, I'm going to show you how you turn a 7-hour flight into a 30-minute flight. Y'all ready for this? Get ready because here we go. Alright, you guys, so we're at cruise altitude. We're at flight level 330 on our way to Newcastle, and we are currently flying over the North Atlantic Ocean. I believe we'll actually see another a different sea here before we get there. I believe, if I'm thinking right. I believe we'll even go across the Celtic.
Celtics. I think you're right.
I think it's a Celtic Sea or something like that. I can't remember. I vaguely remember seeing the name, but anyway, we got 20,012 pounds of fuel left, and our burn right now is 2,872 pounds per engine. That comes out to a total burn of 57.53, and we got about an hour, so we'll have about 10,000 pounds left, I believe, when we get landed.
Now that I think about it, I have flown to Newcastle once. I remember when I flew a Freeware, and yes, when you do come into that, you do fly over the Celtic Sea because you're coming in over Ireland.
Yep. I know it, but I'll tell you, you're not over top the Celtic Sea for very long. It's not a very long, not a long flight at all, I don't think.
No.
Let's see. I'm going to turn on my autopilot instruments. That way I can see when the heading changes. That way maybe that'll tell me what we're... I think the North Atlantic and the Celtic Sea are connected together.
They are.
I don't know where they meet. I wonder if Alexa could tell me where they meet. Alexa.
Let me see. Hang on.
Where does the North Atlantic and the Celtic Sea meet together at?
From Wikipedia.org, the Irish Sea joins the North Atlantic at both its northern and southern ends.
Okay.
That didn't tell a daggone thing. I know it joins at the northern and southern ends. Of course it does.
Interesting how the name in there is Celtic Sea, but when you asked your Echo that, it said the Irish Sea. So I'm wondering if the name is out of date.
Yeah, I don't know which one is right. I would think Alexa. Well, let's see something. I need to get me another Google, because I'll tell you, that thing actually did pretty good when I had it. You get a lot of answers on it.
Let me ask my Google Home. Hey Google, where does the Celtic Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean meet?
Okay, so
it's connected. It's connected to the North Atlantic between Northern Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah, it's the south coast of Ireland is where it.
Yep.
Is where it's at.
Yep. Because you're going up through Ireland, getting over to Newcastle.
It's off the southern coast of Ireland.
Yep.
And it's bounded to the east by St. Georgia Channel.
Okay. I wondered what that was bounded to the east by, because my Google Home just said Saint.
This is interesting. It says Celtic Sea, referred to as the Celtic Shelf. The seabed under the Celtic Sea is a part of the European continental shelf. The rivers from the countries of England, Ireland, well, I want to see what else it said. Let me click on it. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I think you should get a new Google Home speaker.
So to the south of the Republic, Ireland, it is bordered in the northeast by the St. Georgia Channel and in the east by the England Channel. And in
the English Channel. Okay.
And in the Bristol Channel, the other limits of the sea include the Bay of Biscay, the Bristol
Bay of
Channel,
Biscayne.
and the adjacent portions of Brittany. So there's more than one connection there. It's very interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay, it's referred to as the Celtic Shelf. The sea under the Celtic the seabed under the Celtic Sea is a part of the European continental shelf. The river from the countries of England, Ireland, France, and Wales drain into the Celtic Sea.
Oh.
An archipelago of small islands known as the Isles of Scilly is located in the Celtic Sea. The Isles of Scilly are an archipelago comprising 5 inhabited islands and more than 140 rocky islets.
Inlets, maybe?
No, not inlets. ISLETS. Islets.
Okay.
The 5 islands are St. Mary's Tresco, St. Martin's Brerer, and St. Agnes. These are recognized as islands that have exceptional natural beauty, tourism. Wow. So 85%, check this out, 85% of total income of the islands, that's where they get a lot of their money through, is because of the tourism there.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know much about them areas at all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do, because I don't.
I don't either.
Here, honestly, this is the first time that I've been doing these different flights, which you should know that, because usually I'm doing in-country flights, state to state, and I've been doing these
Ziggy.
new flights going to different countries and different airports.
Ziggy, get Newcastle Airport.
I can tell you guys that EGLL is my alternate airport, just in case there's something would go wrong, but still over the North Atlantic.
To get the forecast, say get forecast followed by the city, or 3 or 4 letter phonetic identifier.
Get Newcastle.
Alright, we're going to do something. We're in 7-3.
Newcastle Airport. Weather observation 2350 Zulu. Wind 260 true at 18. Visibility better than 6. Sky condition few clouds 4,800.
So I got something really weird going on with MBDA, and I don't know.
Is that right? Hang on, let me try this. EGNT, right? Is that Newcastle Echo Golf November Tango?
EGNT, yeah.
Okay, let me try it again. Ziggy, enable airport weather. Ziggy, get Echo November. Whoops.
Are you trying to shop for Echo November?
No.
All right.
Ziggy, enable airport weather.
Okay. Here's Dave's airport meter and tap read.
Ziggy, get Echo Golf November Tango.
I don't understand what's going on here with this, but
visibility better than 6. Sky condition few clouds 4,800. Temperature 10, 2.7. Altimeter 29 or 80.
Winds are going to be a bit up there at 18, but other than that, your visibility's good.
yeah, I'm not seeing nothing bad about the wind yet, actually. Where are you saying at? Where at?
Newcastle.
But how far off of Newcastle? I mean,
It was right there at the airport.
oh, you mean the wind coming into land?
Yes.
I'm loading the other TFM, the one where I've got actual air brakes and stuff, which is pretty cool. Retrim disabled.
Which version of TFM should I use when I start?
Well, to be honest, I would just use the regular version because you're not going to be used to all this other stuff. But
right,
you could always try and see if that's what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For example, if I do left bracket shift S. Okay. So some of the buttons you get now is intervene off. C/O indicated. What? Auto throttle armed. N1 selector auto. N1 off. Speed off. Spoiler A on. Spoiler B on.
Oh yeah.
Now here's the thing you do at speed brake. Check this out. I can do A.
Speed brake arm.
And that arms it. Now, things you can do with speed brake is I can use the plus and minus and raise the percentage of the speed brake. So you can put it at 20%, whatever. Or there's key F is I believe that's full. That's a complete full air brake, which will slow you down really fast.
Real quick.
I forget. Auto brake is off. Why is it off? I wonder.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use a regular version of TFM.
But what I like about the new one though is when you tab past speed brake, you've got notifier. You got the notifiers that tell you like auto brake is off, overspeed indicator is off, underspeed is off, auto throttle indicator it's on. These are the lights you can look at to know what's on or off. N1 indicator off, speed indicator's off, speed brake indicator armed is on, so that means speed brake is armed. Speed brake extended, that's off.
Right.
De-armed. Auto brake disarm. And then back to indicated airspeed. But nice thing on this, you can tab to intervene. And then you can control the speed that way.
I like this.
I think the C/O is for Mach speed. C/O indicated. I think that's what that is. I can't remember. But let me go back down here to, okay. I wonder why why they have it where you can turn one spoiler on and one off. Like, why would you want to have one on and one off?
That didn't make any sense.
I think the spoiler is at the back, where the not the wing, but the tail. What do they call that one wing at the back? It's like the tail of the plane. Your spoilers are back there, I believe. All right, speed brake is armed, so I can hit F
For full.
It's at full now. And look, I'm at 285.
Whoa.
276. So see how quick it changed?
Holy moly.
It'll slow you down fast.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember if it was H. Was it H?
This is where documentation really needs to be in there.
So H gives you half the speed brakes.
Oh my gosh.
Speed brake arm.
There we go. And then my speed will pick back up, but see, my speed's going back up now.
Yeah.
Which is good, really. If you're doing a descent, you could. We'll turn speed brake off right now. O for off.
You can control that.
When you're on it, is when you use the different. So you can't just hit the hotkey from the sim window. You got to be on that actual button, and then you can hit like A for arm, F for full, H for half, plus or minus for. Not both. Plus or minus for moving it up and down.
O for off.
Yeah, O for off. Yeah. But you got to be on the button.
Center tank is below 1,000 pounds.
You can't just use the... Oh, center pump is off. I'm not liking this. I know we got enough fuel, but 52 minutes. We got 18,000 pounds of fuel. Almost said pressure. 18,000 pounds of fuel. But at this point, what I do when I'm less than an hour out, it doesn't matter whether it's 50 minutes out, 30 minutes. I start looking at everything I need to get set up. So I remember setting my altitude last time. I set it to 1,000. I set my altitude. Let me get to it. Oh, I passed it up and back to it. Okay, so alright, my altitude's set to 1,000 right now. Now what I'll do is I'll change that. If need to be, I'll change it if I don't get a full auto land. That way it doesn't get in the way of my RNAV. I'll change the altitude to 300. But we've got the altitude set now. If you don't get that set, you're not going to be doing a descent. You've got to change your altitude at cruise.
Yeah.
Or at least before you get to, before you start your descent. And the other thing we're going to do is let's go to first officer, or not first officer, but left bracket, control C. Alright, we're on the legs page. Let's see. Okay, so on the legs page, I'm going to do Alt-I. And this is to set up our approach. And then we got 40 degrees for flaps and 142 knots. So we're going to do right soft 3, soft 4, standby a minute.
Crystal Ackerman.
Yeah. Hold on, guys.
All right, folks. While he's doing that, I'm just going to chill out and chat. Like I said, I've been looking forward to flying for over a year earlier. Looking forward to it. And I'm going to start out with the big jets, because those are my favorite ones to fly, actually. So,
Yeah, just hold one tight, guys. Alright, so let's alright, here we go. So I've got my descent in for, I'm gonna be doing flaps 40 at 142 knots. That's just a rough, roughly figured there. And then
yeah.
Let's see here. Yep, so now, where was... I gotta remember where, I know it was it? Was it Alt? Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember where the heck to get to descent weather. Where was it?
Isn't it Alt V as in Victor?
No, that's the 737 or 74.
I thought it was Alt D. Well, no, probably not. Or
Alt. Oh, here we go. Maybe. No. Let's see. I'll find it.
it's not Alt I, is it?
No. Index. Was it Alt D? Yes, Alt D. And
Oh, it
then
was
you-
Alt D.
Let's off 6 for forecast. Do it again. Let's off 6 to request. Yeah, Alt V for the Queen of the Sky, and it's Alt D.
D.
Yeah. And and load grader. Right soft 6. We'll load it. Executes. There we go. Alright, now we'll go and do "44 minutes. Very good. Now we can go back to our There is a path after Urker. There's a waypoint there. I don't think you tell me that. Alright, descent.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Right, here
Recall.
we go. We're doing the descent
Check.
checklist.
Auto brakes.
Set.
Landing data.
Checked.
Altimeters.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Completed.
Checklist complete.
Alright, everything is set up for descent. See. Alright, there's 18,000. 16. There's Urker right there. But there's a waypoint right after that. Gokov is the next waypoint. I don't know what it means, no path.
Oh man.
292 knots at 30,000. And the 18,900, I think we'll be okay. And it goes down to 12,000 after that. Then 9,000. Then 2,000 A. So I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I think we'll be okay. Alright, back to the leg page. The checklist is complete.
Whoa.
VNav is on, level change is off, hold is off. Where's auto brake? Trying to find my, where's my auto brake? Auto throttle. A speed brake. Maybe it's under the pan. Let me see something. Alternate flaps. I'm trying to find. Let's see, where is it? We're looking for centered overhead, wipers, APU, fuel, electrical. Oh no, we gotta look at, it's not there. That's our lights. And now with the preview build, you can turn the seat belts to on position, auto position. So at auto, they'll come on by themselves at certain altitudes, or, you know.
Wow.
I keep it on auto because that way when you get down to 10,000, they'll go on automatically, I believe.
Right.
A call indicator.
Okay. Well, this new preview build might not be so bad then.
Do what?
I'll just have to get used. I said this new preview build might not be so bad then. I'll just have to get used to the new keys.
I mean, well, a lot of stuff you don't need to mess with, but you can through the main panel.
Mm-hmm.
Air system. Bottom overhead. Let's see. Okay. Flight altitude indicator. Which is interesting because on flight altitude indicator it says 10,000. It's not even on the right.
Yeah.
Landing altitude indicator. That's right. That's 300. Let's see. Just for landing. Air source. You can put the air source at FWD. Scant. I don't know what that means. Saft. SFWD. CAFT, PCKL, alright, let's go back to, I'm gonna put it back to what it was.
Good idea.
Okay. Pressurization's on auto. Pack is on auto for left. Right pack is on auto. Left air bleed is on. Right air bleed is on. APU bleed is off, obviously. Recirc fans are on. Air trim is on. Isolation valve is on auto. Flight deck zone temp indicator off. That's standby.
Crystal Lake, remind me. But
Yeah. Yeah, give me a little bit. Okay, I hear you. Then it shall be. I'll be there. Alright.
Sorry about that,
zero,
folks.
zero. Wednesday, October 5th.
Yeah, sometimes people call you, they know you're busy, but we won't say names. Anyways, I was looking for bleed indicators. That's not what I need. Ram doors. Wing indicators to tell you if your wings are overheating.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I don't know where the daggone auto brakes setting is. I know it's in here. Now nav is on. Left course, right course. I thought it might be here at the glare shield. Command A, Command B. And no. Look here. You would think that it would have been on the speed thing when you do left bracket shift S, but
Yeah.
but come on. Alright, so aft overhead. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, we're almost. What? Control B on. That's not accurate. Because Control A is not. Oh, it might just be the button that. Never mind. It might not mean that it's on. Okay, let's see. A lot of buttons, folks, and I'm not going to go through all these. If you're going to fly the preview build, you need to learn where this stuff is, because there's a lot to it. Anti-ice, that should be on. I'm gonna make sure that's on. Left is on. Window heat, that's on. Pro heat is on. Wing anti-ice is off. I don't know why. First officer does not activate that anti-ice.
I think it's a bug.
Let's see. Right side. Come on. It's kind of laggy tabbing through here. I don't know why.
there needs to be more documentation so that people don't have to sit there and go through every freaking panel like that. Tell where buttons are so that people can find out where they are quickly.
Okay. Come on. Not worry about valves. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go with the auto brake that's set, I guess. Cause I don't know. Alright, we'll close that. "25 minutes to go, folks, so we don't got far to go."
Mm-hmm.
Activate. Messages common. Phone com. Messages common. Root common. Now common. Crystal Dragon. Get your passive clear view. Phone comment. Message to be 8.
That's real nice.
0. 8.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's go. 8. 0.
Alright, you guys, let's see. Weather-wise, I think we're good on, other than, I mean, we do got wind that we got to deal with, but it's not too
Yeah,
awful
other than
bad.
that, you're fine. Like, there's no precip.
I tell you, I thought the 7.3 would be my favorite, but I'm having to say, I mean, I do love the 737. It's a nice jet, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been enjoying flying the Queen of the Sky.
Yeah, I like that aircraft. I seem to like that aircraft a little bit more because of the way it handles.
Yeah, it does really good, doesn't it?
First Officer seems to do a lot more right with that one versus the 7.3, where you don't have to really double check a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the 7.3, it'll do things, but sometimes you're like, does it really? Do I have to really go back and double check? Because it's kind of like you're second guessing because it enters things wrong or it gets it wrong. But I've noticed with the 7.4, it doesn't do that quite as much.
You know, I was looking at like this camper, for example, that I have, which is a really nice camper. It's a 2007, and it's a 32-footer. It's got everything you need in it. It's got a kitchen, stove, refrigerator, freezer, central air. It's got heat. It's got, you know, bed, all the stuff you need. Shower, sinks.
Yeah.
I have thought about a project that you could do with one of these.
Turn it into a sim.
What is that noise? Hold on. Sounds like a bee or something. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Call Crystal Ackerman.
Calling Crystal Ackerman.
It's making a weird noise.
I hope there's not a bee in there.
Can you not hear it going? Zzz. Listen.
No, I can't.
Hey. You or Brett, come here, man. There's something making a weird noise. I think it might be a bee, but I don't know. Stand by 1 minute, folks. Trying to figure out what this is.
Hope it's not a bee.
Stand by 1 minute, you guys. Come on, check the door. Over here. Hear it?
Sparking? Might be a fly stuck somewhere. There's a lot of flies. Might just be a fly stuck trying to get out of something. What's over here? Make sure. You gotta get stung.
Down there? Look at the one. Might be good. Why? That's one stuck.
Oh, he might be one. Yeah, he might be one of the ones stuck in something. Trying to run away.
Alright. Tell Captain Spottigan I'll be in just a little bit to get, yeah. I think I got a fly trap and it was one of them. But anyways, here was my thought,
Oh, yeah.
Brandon. Alright. So descent checklist, that's good. Altitude is good. I got set to 1,000 for right now. My thought was this though.
Good.
I'm going to call at the front of the camper. Now this is where
Yeah.
it would hook up to a truck or whatever that would pull it.
Right.
At the how do I explain it? It angles, okay? So it's not just straight up and down on the outside, it slants. Like a plane window would, right? So you could literally you go to the front here, take the bed out. It's got a full-size bed. You just take that out.
Right.
Take out the overhead cabinets, closet, whatever you call it. It's got a him and her
stuff
closet.
That's in a camper, yeah.
On the left side of the closet, right? Take that stuff out. Now you've already got wiring coming up here for plugins that are connected to the him and her closets. You got
Right.
you got a closet on each side where you can hang stuff up.
Yeah.
So your power sources are already there. You've got plugs for that stuff.
Right.
You then could take a couple big screen TVs, the curved ones, and put them on that wall that slants you know.
Yeah.
And then you would just install all this simulator stuff like the yoke,
Oh, yeah.
switches. You could literally build. And here's the cool part. Your sound system's already there. Because it's already got speakers in the ceiling.
So you could theoretically build a cockpit out of the front part of a camper.
And the speakers go there's speakers in that room, there's speakers in the middle, and there's speakers in the back where I am. I'm in the back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the back sitting area, right? The very back is the kitchen where you
Right.
exit. Before that is a sitting area. You got a booth table on one side,
Yeah.
and you got a couch on the right side. But it could easily be done,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
very
And then if
easily.
you ever wanted to take it and show it off or let others experience it, you just hook it up to whatever and take it to wherever you're going.
So you'd essentially keep the hitch to hook it up to a vehicle to tow it, but then you'd
Yeah.
have it built as a cockpit. That's a cool idea, actually.
Yeah. Just something I'm not obviously going to do that with this camper right now, but if I got to where I'm like, I'm not going to camp in it, or maybe we get something different, then I probably would experiment.
Yeah.
But I can sim in it either way, the way I am now.
There you go.
I actually know somebody that took a camper, put it on some property, and they started building a house, and they had it connected, not fully like attached, but it was connected, where the door you exit, they built on from there. So they built the first room of the house, and then they took that door off, and part of the camper was their house for a long time, like where they shower and stuff, because the plumbing's all right there anyways, right?
Yeah.
And they lived in this camper for about 2 years before they finally was done building their house. And then all they had to do was
Drive the
hook
camper
up to the
off.
camper, drag it away from the house.
Yep.
They put a door right there where the camper was that ended up being a side door to the house. And it was a big house, man. And
That's ingenious, actually.
yeah, they just built as they could, bought the materials as they could. But right now it's hard to find anything, even property. I would do it that way if
I know.
I could find, property, but
Trust me, I know. It's hard to I was even looking before I got this whole thing with my rent straightened out. I was even looking at a mobile home, and it's hard to even find them because they're so in demand right now,
yeah, I won't
and they're
live
expensive.
I won't live in a mobile home there.
I won't either.
Now, I take that back. I would live in a modular home as long as I had a basement connected to it. So, because then those are laid out just like a house.
Yeah, I
not-
think if you live down here, you definitely have to have some sort of underground shelter, especially during the spring because of tornadoes and stuff.
Well, yeah, tornadoes are very common there.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I believe it was 4 years ago, we had a tornado go through this area, nearly hit this city. It actually came very close.
I remember.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. It was 3 years ago. It was 2019.
I remember when there was one not far from you.
Yeah, it was in 2019.
Because,
It was horrible.
oh, I forget, there was some people that had a video where they, like a tornado went right, didn't touch their home, but it went right past it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember, I can't remember if that was you that shared that or someone did. I can't remember.
That was me, I think. But I remember that day very well because I was getting ready to go on a trip a couple of days later. That was ironically when I went to Erie and I had that experience with this Bombardier jet and the APU not working. Yeah.
We got 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 miles ago. Actually, we're going to do right bracket, control D. Why am I doing that, Brandon?
Oh, man.
Why am I doing right bracket, control D?
To load your runway information.
That's right. Alright, airport, EGNT. $25, you hit Alt O. That will close it. Do right bracket, Control D again. It's going to be frequency 11150. 247 is the...
It does not have the glide slope, folks.
No, don't pay attention to that. Alright, let's... There we go. Tab down to OK. Okay. 81 miles to go. Oh crap.
What happened?
We're going to do something here real quick. I'm going to load the regular TFM because I want to be able to okay. Northumberland, England. Alright, we gotta do the right bracket control D again.
Actually, it's pronounced Northumberland. You gotta...
Well, it might be, but that's not what it's saying.
No, I know that's not what it's saying.
Why is it saying... Come on, TFM, stop being silly. Alright, right bracket, control D. EGNT. Then runway 25. I gotta put it in again because I'm switching. The reason I'm switching because, the preview build might be okay, but I would rather use the one that I know
You'd
is
rather
going
have
to be okay.
Yeah.
.247, 411.50, 247. There we go. Go down to OK. And this is a category 3. No, but what I was saying, when I do right bracket shift C, it wasn't saying north first. It was saying it backwards.
Cumberland.
Oh. Now this says Durham, England, United Kingdom. Durham.
Yep.
It's hard for us to know sometimes what it's saying, you guys, just because sometimes they don't pronounce things that well.
Well, the reason I knew some of how to say some of that stuff is because I've listened to BBC stuff and I've paid attention to how it's said. But
Well, yeah.
there are some that I don't even know.
Well, I'm just saying in general, you can't understand what some of them were saying. And so if you don't know the area, you can't really tell what it's saying.
Yeah, they have different dialects with their accents, so.
Glide slope is a lie, don't pay no attention to that. It's just picking up another signal somewhere. 54 miles
wouldn't do
chill
that.
descent. We got 14,100 pounds of fuel. I'm going to guess we're going to have about 3,000 pounds when we touch the ground.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Fuel flow is 2916 per engine. It's funny how earlier it was burning double that, but that's all got to do with weather, you guys. So we were probably flying into a lot of wind, and it was just burning even more fuel. Wind is 241 at 54 knots. Gusts is at 0 knots. Well, Saturday's my last day of class for my one class, and then we got a week break.
And then you start another class.
Yeah, nice thing is we got the teacher that we had this time was letting us start at 9 instead of 8.
Oh,
but
good.
I don't know if this next teacher's going to do that or not.
Ew.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff you can do too, and I've not done anything with it yet, but I've thought about experimenting where you can have 2 computers running, and one can be set up to be like your control station, another one can be for like just your monitoring. I'm not thought about messing with that sometime. I don't know. I know in the survey it asked about mobile, but I'm not real big on. I'm not worried about mobile right now.
I don't honestly know why we need a mobile app anyway. There's no reason.
Nah, there's already someone working on that. So I say let them flourish with that, and let's focus on other stuff. But that's just my opinion. My opinion.
Yep.
.463 knots true. We're not going super fast either. 286 knots. Let's Well, I'll slow down when we start descent. I don't want to do anything to burn off more fuel than what I intend on.
Yeah.
Got to be careful when you get
'Cause you
down
don't wanna
to
get it-
lower fuel. You don't want to burn more than what you should. And yeah.
That, and you don't want to get into a situation where you're almost there and then you run out because you burn too much off.
We're going to knock on wood on that one, folks.
Yeah. I've been in that dilemma.
Now, if we want, we could, come on. It's weird, some of these channels, when you try to activate them with the, something about it cannot be tuned from FSAC chat. That's weird.
That's odd.
There, now we got you some ATC chatter in the background.
What's up?
I got ATC chatter going in the background.
Oh, wow.
It simulates ATC.
Nice. There we go.
I'm guessing you can't hear that.
No, I can't, but that's awesome, though.
Approaching top of
cool.
descent.
Oh, I heard a little bit.
No, that was first officer approaching top of descent.
There. I had to turn that down a little bit.
Alright, folks. We are altitude set to 1,000. We are 5 miles from descent. Wind 241 at 56 knots. Wind gusts at 0.
Oh, you might have a
Alexa.
good landing after all then.
Open airport weather. No, we're not down there.
Welcome to the METAR reader. I will read you airport
Alexa.
weather reports.
Get the forecast for Echo Golf November Tango.
Terminal forecast for Newcastle Airport. Issued October 5, 2254 Zulu, 2 hours 8 minutes ago. Forecast valid from October 6, 0000 Zulu to October 7, 0000 Zulu. From October 6, 0000 Zulu to October 7, 0000 Zulu. Wind 220 at 12. Visibility 6. Sky conditions scattered 2,500. Temporarily from October 6, 0000 Zulu to 0200 Zulu. Wind 260 at 17 gusting 30. Temporarily from 0200 Zulu
Ooh.
to October 2nd, 0000 Zulu. Wind 260 at 15 gusting 25. Temporarily from October
No.
2nd, 1600 Zulu to 2100
No.
Visibility 4. Showers rain.
Oh, we got rain. We got
Oh,
rain. We got
man.
rain. No.
Well, now, I think that's for later. I don't think it's for right then, but I don't like that 1 hour when it says wind gusts to 30.
The rain was the latest forecast for the airport, Brandon.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
No, because it said from October 6th to 7th, so I'm wondering if the rain is maybe on the 7th. Alright, because I don't know how that forecast is actually laid out.
Alright, Alexa, open airport weather.
Welcome to the Mitar region.
Alexa,
Yeah, I'd be
get
interested.
Echo Golf November Tango.
Newcastle Airport. Weather observation 0050 Zulu. Wind 260 true at 15. Visibility better than 6. Sky conditions scattered 2,400. Temperature 11. Dew point 7. Altimeter 2909.
Better than 6? Okay. I've never heard visibility mentioned like that before.
That just means that it's better than, it's not 10, but it's better than 6.
Right.
Okay, I need to do a quicker descent here. Let's go ahead and do the frickin'.
Speed brake armed.
We got to get down to 18,000 within 20 miles, and we're at 26,000. So I'm going to drop. We're going to drop a little bit faster, just not all the way, but
Yeah. Be right back, folks.
Wednesday, 9 messages pop up 2 minutes ago. 9:06 p.m. Cancel 8 2 9 0 8 8 7. Annie Collins, Joshua Bay, Mom John, Travis, Crystal, Rena, Crystal Megan, message, my message, message, that way, N space L L A N D D I N G G space A N D space I space W I N L N L send send message.
Folks, when you have people put in sinks in your bathroom or your kitchen, make sure they put a backsplash behind the sink, because putting sheetrock is not a good idea.
Now, what did you say about sinks?
I was just saying, when you go to have a bathroom sink put in, be sure the repair person puts a backsplash behind the sink and not just leaves it with solid sheetrock.
Oh, gotcha. So you hardly burn fuel on descent. We're only burning 903 pounds per engine.
Wow.
So it's only 1,800 pounds total. North Yorkshire, England.
Yorkshire. North Yorkshire, United Kingdom.
Yep. Yep. Yorkshire, England, United Kingdom.
Yep.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Alright, we're at 254 knots. We're gonna slow down to 240 knots. Our leg page.
Dear passengers, as you can see, we have already started
15 miles to be at 16,000.
Return your seats to their upright positions and store your luggage either in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you.
Looking good
The
so
cabin
far,
crew will be
folks.
passing by to clean the cabin and perform their final safety checks.
It's funny, it says 011 degrees on the leg page, but that, because of the compass, the heading's only 2 on the plane.
Oh, that is strange.
So it's 9 off. Well, it's not really off, it's just because of the magnetic heading.
Oh, right. I forgot about that magnetic heading.
Alright, we're going to level, it's leveling out a little bit because this waypoint is 16,000, so it's not going to go below that until we get to the waypoint. Then it'll work on going to the next one, which would be 12,000 once we get.
Yeah, I don't think you have much further to go.
Now when it starts to burn fuel is whenever the plane has to hold a position
Yeah.
on descent. Like right now we're holding 29.24 per engine. That's little, but that would be on the hour if we held here for an hour, but obviously that ain't going to happen. Now we're going to be doing a descent down to 12,000. We're at 243 knots. We still got 13,000 pounds of fuel. I keep on wanting to say pressure. 13,000 pounds of pressure.
Yeah, I don't think fuel is measured in pressure. That would be oxygen.
Yeah, I know that. George, I know you're probably going to be watching this because you told me that you've been watching my videos. So I'd like to give a shout out to one of my best buddies, George. Somebody that doesn't believe in not working. He's always out either flying somewhere or doing training or something. Always something to do with flying. He's very passionate about flying. And I really would like to get him up here so people can meet him sometime. But
Yeah,
he's,
we've been having.
you know, George does things old style. He's not real big about
coming up on servers
not
online.
real big about doing servers and chatting on computers. It's just not his.
I can't blame him.
He literally has a flip phone that he uses still.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I mean, it's not an old one. I mean, it's a new flip phone, but it's still a flip phone.
Right.
You can still buy flip phones.
Oh, I know.
And he can text with them pretty quick. He's pretty good at it, but he's got a touchscreen phone too. But for his work phone, it's just a flip phone. We
Right.
don't. We're at 243 knots.
Speed brake armed.
We're going to put on spoiler. We got to get from 12 to 9,000 quickly. We're dropping at 2260 a minute.
Oh wow, that's fast.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronic devices to be switched off, including video cameras.
All right, we're going
laptops.
flaps 1, 240 knots.
Please make sure all of these
Glide
devices
slope alive.
are switched off.
Setting speed to 220.
Flaps 1. Passing 10,000 feet. Flaps 2.
Going out to flaps 2.
Flaps 5.
Going to flaps 5, 210 knots. We've got 22 miles to get to, well, it's 2000A. So once we get 10 miles out, we'll activate approach. Still with us, Brandon? Brandon, you still with us?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I was just looking something up on YouTube to play on my TV real quick. Yep,
Gotcha.
I'm here.
Think I'm gonna go tomorrow, get my flu shot. That's a reminder, people. If you get the flu shot, you should go get it while you can.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I definitely need
Because
to
I
do
do
that.
believe that this winter is going to be rough. And they're already encouraging people to get that other booster shot.
Okay.
I'll get that as long as it's the same kind I took before. I won't get it through that other way.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable mixing. Like,
Flaps 10.
Right, we're doing flaps 10. We're at 200 knots. I'm going to be taking that down to 189 knots here soon. That's what it calls for. So let's go ahead. $15 miles. 11 miles to go. All right, we're going to activate approach.
Approach, hold on.
Everything's looking good so far. I'll be doing our landing checklist. We'll do that at about, I need to do that at about 1,500 feet.
nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get my flu shot tomorrow too if I can.
Dear passengers, we have reached an
You said what, Brandon?
I said I think I'm gonna go get my flu shot tomorrow if I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine.
CD and cassette players. Please make sure all of these devices are switched off.
No, it was free right now.
Wind, whoa.
Flaps 15.
Wind is at 42 knots.
Landing gear down.
That wind is really 277 at 42 knots.
Ooh. Oh man, you're gonna have a rough landing.
I got faith, brother.
Yeah, you do. You can pull it off.
LNAV off. Approach hold off. VNAV off. Flaps 25. Command B on.
Command B is active.
Nice.
Flaps 30. Flaps 40. Flaps 30.
2500.
Flaps 40.
Looking good. We're at flaps 40.
There you go.
141 knots.
Landing checklist.
Landing
Engine start.
checklist.
Continuous. Landing gear. Down. Flap. Set. Speed brake arm.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a hard landing, you guys. Wind 267 at 37 knots. Wind gusts at 30 knots.
Boy. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy landing.
It's on a full auto land, so minus 502 a minute. We're looking good.
Nice.
Wind gust. Oh my gosh. The wind is bad.
I don't doubt it.
263 at 39 knots. Wind gusts went away.
Wow. Well, they did say
Wind.
something about winds above 30 knots earlier.
Oh, the wind gust is back.
Oh, boy.
Wind 270 at 32 knots. Wind gusts at 35 knots. It is windy, windy, windy here, folks. Holy cow. We're looking good so far. Oh, listen to that wind. Oh my. It is windy out there.
Terrain.
Getting the thing about a terrain, I know that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Minus 846 a minute. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this. Winds at 13 knots. Gust at 23.
Minimum.
100.
Command A off. Command B off.
30. 20. 10.
Reverse thrust.
We did it.
Whoa.
We did it,
80
folks. We did it.
60 knots.
We're right on the runway.
Reverse idle.
Runway 25. It even says it when I do right bracket shift C.
Dear passengers, welcome to our destination airport. Please remain seated until all docking procedures are performed and cabin lights are switched on. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us. We hope you enjoyed your flight today and hope to see you soon.
Alright. Minus 470 is on the... I didn't expect it to be too soft because of that wind. The wind's why we got a minus 470.
Yeah, that wind. Huh.
But, I mean,
Man.
we got landed, and that's, that's what matters. In flight. I expect it to be a... I didn't expect it to be perfect because of that wind.
It seemed like it came down the last few feet pretty fast. Like, I thought I heard it say 50, 40, 30, 20. Like, it was because of the wind.
Yeah, well, that wind was... It went 50, 40, 30 pretty quick, but then at 20 and 10, it kind of slowed down a little bit. But
yeah. Ooh.
That's just some strong wind right there, folks.
Man, oh man.
We'll be taxiing for a few moments, so please stay seated with your seatbelts fastened. For the weather,
Not a bad flight,
it's dry, but cold outside.
No.
So you might want to have your jackets ready.
Let's see, it said it's dry and cold outside.
We hope to see you on a future
It is
flight.
51 degrees outside. I recommend you all put on your jackets when you go out here. And it's going to be a much interesting flight when we hit the takeoff. And we might be departing later tonight. I don't know yet.
Oh boy.
I'm going to base that off the weather.
Yeah, you might
I'm not
wanna
departing that. I'm not going to depart out of here if the wind's like that.
You might want to take a look at that forecast before you decide to fly out of there.
I can do wind gusts 10, 12 knots. That's not a big deal. I mean, we did the event, me and Declan, and we flew out of Miami with some pretty strong winds at 23 wind gusts.
Yeah.
The trick to that is whether you're flying the 37 or 47 or the 777, when you have wind like that, the idea is you don't want to bounce on takeoff. That's one thing to think about.
Nope.
So the most common thing to do to get you up in the air smoother and to make that climb smoother, what do?
Put your
Pop
flaps out
quiz.
one more notch.
That's right. Go an extra notch on your flaps, sometimes even 2 notches. Just depends on how bad it is.
Yeah.
If it's over 30 on wind gust, we won't take off. That's asking for
Not if it's like
tragedy.
that. Mm-mm.
So there you have it, folks. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. We enjoyed doing this with you guys. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave it in the comments down below. And also be sure to share this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you might hang out, whatever your social sites might be. We would really appreciate if you'd share the video. Sharing's so important that I even go and watch the video myself and I share it because I want to raise the number of people that we have here on the channel. So do us a favor, share, hit that like button, and if you got an airport or an idea for an event or content, by all means let us know, and we'll do what we can to accommodate you and give you a video that you would enjoy. Until next time, my friends, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at BVI Pilots. You can find our Facebook page, facebook.com/BVI Pilots. and also on the Twitch page, twitch.tv/BVI Pilots. Until next time, my friends, stay safe. Keep the blue skies up, because if they're down, well, Houston, we got a problem. See ya!